Kagame and Tshisekedi join emergency summit. Can peace be restored in eastern DRC? Tensions are at a boiling point in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, as President Paul Kagame of Rwanda and Felix Tshisekedi of the DRC joined an urgent summit in Tanzania. The meeting, attended by regional leaders, comes as conflict in eastern Congo intensifies, forcing thousands to flee their homes and raising fears of a larger war. With Goma, the capital of North Kivu, now under rebel control and fighting spreading towards South Kivu, the world is watching to see whether diplomacy can succeed where previous peace efforts have failed. Urgent call for ceasefire. Meeting in Dar es Salaam, the East African Community, EAC, and Southern African Development Community, SADC, brought together leaders from across the region. President Kagame was there in person, while President Tshisekedi joined via video call. Kenyan President William Ruto, current EAC chair, issued a powerful statement. "We call on all parties to enforce the ceasefire immediately. Fighters must halt their advance, and government forces should stop retaliatory attacks." Other leaders from Kenya, Uganda, Somalia, Zambia, and Zimbabwe were also present, urging an end to the escalating violence. A region on the edge. For years, armed groups have battled for control of the mineral-rich eastern DRC, leading to devastating humanitarian consequences. Since renewed fighting broke out, the situation has rapidly deteriorated. Reports indicate that rebels have taken control of key towns, cutting off supply routes and causing widespread panic. The latest target? Kavumu, a town with a critical airport that supports Congolese forces. If Kavumu falls, the nearby provincial capital Bukavu, on the Rwandan border, could be next. A resident from Bukavu described the growing chaos. Shops are barricading their doors, schools have closed, and people are desperately trying to cross the border into Rwanda. It's total panic. A humanitarian catastrophe unfolds. The United Nations has raised alarm over increasing violence against civilians. Reports confirm that nearly 3,000 people have been killed and 2,880 wounded in just a few weeks. The real numbers could be much higher. The UN also warns of horrific abuses, including mass killings, gang rapes, and sexual slavery, forced displacement of entire communities. A UN official stated, "If nothing is done, the worst may be yet to come, not just for the people of eastern DRC, but for the entire region." Who's behind the fighting? While tensions between Rwanda and the DRC remain high, both countries have traded accusations over the years. Rwanda has denied involvement in the conflict, but has also accused the Congolese government of harboring armed groups responsible for past violence in Rwanda. Meanwhile, international organizations continue to investigate claims that valuable gold and coltan, a mineral essential for smartphones and laptops, are being smuggled out of the DRC to fund armed groups. Is a regional war coming? With fighting escalating and South Africa, Burundi, and Malawi stepping in to support the DRC militarily, concerns are growing that the conflict could spill over into neighboring countries. The question remains, will diplomacy succeed in stopping the bloodshed? Or is the region on the verge of a devastating, full-scale war? Stay tuned for more updates. This story is developing, and we'll keep you informed as new details emerge. What do you think? Will the ceasefire hold, or is this just the beginning of a larger conflict? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on the latest global news.